Hi guys, remember rightly about my wiring hell? It's day 2. Yeah. Anyway, I sort of cheated. The original one, that was actually wired in the back, I decided to have a look at that. Do you remember when I said that these black and red wires that were together? Well, I figured out what they were going to be for. The ignition. Okay, so I figured that one out. And I have then rewired an awful lot of stuff. But I've got all the ones for the CDI unit, immobilised one, all wired back into where I believe they should be. And I realised there's a couple of wires missing, so that was the main one. But I know that's for the starter electrics. But the main one was this one. So, no bang noise. And, oh, there you go. We've got indicators. Horn. Oh, brilliant. So, that's the basics of the wiring done. I've got to attach a starter motor. Have I got one up here? Oh yeah, look. And look, original wire loom as well. That's good. That will sort me out a wiring loom. And go from there. Yeah, connect the starter motor. Put the side back on and then see if I got spark. Still loads of work to be done. It's been fun, honestly. But yeah, turned out that all the looms have been messed around with somewhere along the line. And because they're different, because you've got 3 different, obviously, CDI units on these, immobilised, non-immobilised, and an oil pump one. And they all come with different connections. Some have got the red extra wire, which is connected there. So it did make it awfully difficult, compared to I've got 4, if I'm honest with you, different looms. There's only 3, and I've still got 4, so I think one's from a different bike. Go figure. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's see if I can get this bike all back together again and running. Right guys, here we go. Here is the bypass unit. Found out, it's funny, you can't quite see sometimes, but that was black and yellow, and that was actually blue and yellow. I had them connected together, parted them, red and black, obviously up to the ignition. And there's the wiring loom, looking pretty messy, but end of the day, I'm going to tape all that up. Right, here we have, I know it's not to the engine, but end of the day, metal is metal, and it all should be earthed. So what we should get now, if I turn this on, hold the brake in, see if we get spark. Can you see that? We have spark. Alright, it's a very noisy starter motor. It is one I had, and that's why I took it off before. But I've connected it all up. So we've got spark, which is brilliant. That means that the wiring loom is connected properly. Job done there. So, okay, let's get the spark plug and the coil all fitted properly. That should be down there, and then the wire should come back through here into there. I've got compression. I've already tested that. It's not brilliant, but I've got compression. I'm going to check the needle, because say sometimes I've seen them bent before. Anyway, there's the carburetor, and I cleaned this one already. But let's see whether we get some suction, and that will let us know if the reads are okay. I've shown it before. You put your hand over the back of the carburetor. So when you've fitted it, you push your hand over the back of it like this. And if it gets wet full of petrol, the reads are okay. You've got compression. And then, in theory, we might have a go. So, yes, there you go. Still got a lot more work to do to this little bike. I've got to stand on and everything else, but I've got spark, and that is a big job. So there you go. Right guys, coming along, got the carburetor on, air filter, spark plugs in and out, and I thought I'd have a quick look at the variator while I'm here. What you don't often see is the back end of the Kickstart. Okay, this is the actual gadget that actually goes on here when you can't see it and spins round. And what I noticed is when it was spinning, it would make a horrible noise. Starter motor that I put on is old and it's not really doing its job. But this is what I'm here to talk about today. Remember your claw hammer and your big old bar. So I've already undone it, so I don't think it's going to come off that easy. If it would, you'd have problems. But anyway, that is the nuts. But that is what's supposed to be on there. Can you see a difference there, guys? If I do that, you should be able to see a difference. It's a lot bigger, which meant that this wasn't actually getting to grip on here. So it was never going to actually kick it over. So, putting the original one back on, and this should solve this problem. But anyway, again, I always say, take off your variator. If you're going to have all this off, you may as well. Now, okay, I haven't done it properly, but can you see that in there? Oil. You know, these are all oily. Can you see the shine? They have to be dry. So it was a good job I did that, because they would have been sticky. Someone somewhere along the line, I don't know why, has thought maybe to oil them up. all this here has to be really smooth and dry. So remember, I'm going to rub that down with a bit of emery, and then I'm going to have a look at these. They don't look too bad. They're worn, but they're okay. But I'm going to degrease all of that. Nice clean rag, clean them all up. It's imperative you do that. I had another one a while ago with a belt, but this belt's good and it's okay. It's flexible, and the clutch is good on this one as well. So I'm happy with that. I'll clean all that up and get that back on and see if it kickstarts over, because, and that's the dog, as I said before, but the starter spins round with no power, no weight to it. The moment you get any weight on it, it goes, you know, it's knackered. It's all right as a tester. You can hear it actually. So that's 20 quid on eBay, and then go from there. But I can get it kicked over today and see if I can actually get the damn thing running. And I've got to tape up everything and then go from there. Right guys, just a quick one. Variator, cleaned it all out, and I have washed these. They're a lot better now. Okay, I'm not going to pretend I use some super chemical. Call it recycling. Yeah, the old crappy petrol. It may smell, but you know, petrol does ruin a lot of things, but these are fibre. This all needs to be clean and dry. If you don't, you're going to get 25 miles an hour if they're square. It was worth checking. Some people may be saying, I've no idea what you're doing, but you're taking the time to watch the videos, and that gives you the opportunity to decide whether you think you can do this or whether you want to pop it into a garage and pay. Both aren't wrong, both aren't correct sometimes. I said my wiring diagrams I looked at to realise that that was right and wrong. It takes a little bit of time and effort, but your savings are there. Otherwise, just pop to your garage and they'll do them for you. So there you go. Make sure these are nice, dry and clean, and job done. So here we go. Petrol's in it, no electric start, so it's going to be Kickstart, but I don't know whether it's going to go or not. Rewired, let's turn it on. Remember, I've got no electric start, so I just want to see. Got the stand yet? Ready? Oh, would you believe it? Look at that. Now I'm happy with that. That means I've got spark, got petrol, just got to sort a few bits out. So, job done. I can't say that's not bad. I've just got to go all the panels back on, which is the yellow ones, spray some black ones at the bottom. I've got to then do all this loom, get it all back together nicely, put that where it's supposed to be. But other than that, guys, yeah, job done. 2-day fix. So yeah, there you go. Rollers, variator, wiring, carburetor, more wiring. Anyway, check out my videos, guys, on other bikes, bits and bobs, speed fighters I do seem to like, and everything that you need to know about speed fighters. And yeah, take care of yourself, guys. Bye bye. Okay, guys, I'm not going to show you a video of it, all panels and stuff. I'll do that as a front thumbnail picture, because once you've seen one speed fight, you've seen them all. But if you like what you see, subscribe, press like, thumbs up. At least I know the people are watching them and enjoying them. Or make a comment and say they're rubbish. Just let us know. But there you go. I've just had it running again for about a couple of minutes now. Registration plate to go on this one. Starter motor and a battery. Just ordered them off of good old eBay. And then get all the panels back on. And this should ready for an MOT. Everything else is good. Suspension's good. Brakes are good. So, job done. I'm happy with that. So, take care, guys.